U.S. airlines are rescheduling thousands of flights as a massive winter storm snarled air travel across the Northeast this weekend. The industry obviously has been racked with flight cancellations because of worker shortages among the Omicron surge as well, but the airlines are betting on pent-up demand to take air travel on the path to profitability. For more on this, let's welcome Neil Sorahan. He's the CFO for Ryanair Group, which is Europe's largest airlines group, which services 40 countries. And they just came out with earnings today. It was a loss, but it was a loss that was in line with expectations and probably no surprise given what we've been hearing. Neil, thanks a lot for being with us this morning. Let's talk a little bit about what happened with the numbers and what you're really seeing now with just pent-up demand. Do you think passengers are getting to the point where they want to fly again?
Yeah, I think passengers are very keen to get back flying again. We'd seen a good ramp up in capacity into October, November, and indeed I think we would have had a very strong Christmas if it had not been for the Omicron variant. That probably cost us somewhere in the region about 1.5 to 2 million customers between Christmas and New Year. But we are targeting just under 100 million customers in our year end in March 2022. And as we look into next summer, we're planning to ramp up capacity to about 114% of what it was pre-COVID. We'll have about 65 of the Boeing Game Changer aircraft in our fleet by this summer, which will drive that growth. But I would be somewhat cautious in that Omicron, I think, took everybody by surprise. There may be another twist in this over the next number of weeks. So I think it's right to be cautious. But if we get to the other side into Easter and beyond, I think it could be good for the summer.
What's happened so far just in terms of customer demand? Do you think customers are coming back and ready to kind of put their money where their mouth is and say, yeah, we'll book some tickets for right now?
Yeah, when customers get the certainty that they can travel, they tend to come back in numbers. And indeed, we've noticed an increase in bookings over the past couple of weeks on the back of the UK and Irish government announcing relaxation of restrictions put in place for COVID pre-Christmas. I think other governments will likely follow over the next number of weeks. There's very high vaccination levels here in Europe, particularly in Western Europe, a little bit less so in Central and Eastern Europe, but that's catching up. The digital COVID certificate that we have for travel is enabling people to travel within Europe. I think long haul into the likes of Asia is going to take longer to come back, which means that people will holiday at home. And by home, I mean within Europe over the summer of 2022.
Where are people booking to go right now?
Oh, lots of lots of good fares out there at the moment. So we've seen a lot of interest out of the UK down to the likes of the Canary Islands, of Spain. Italy, as always, very popular. Portugal, very popular. And we operate, as you said, in almost 40 countries across Europe. So we've got a massive footprint and lots of choice. We've got 720 new routes this summer, 15 new bases. So we now have 90 bases across Europe. We're operating our largest ever schedule this summer out of Dublin. We've doubled down in places like Vienna, where we're quickly growing to be the largest operator in that market, growing strongly in the Italian market, where Alitalia have pulled out significant capacity, about 25% of their short-haul capacity, growing strongly in Portugal, where they've taken out about 20% off their fleet. And then, of course, up in Scandinavia, where Norwegian Airlines are now a shadow of what they were, and Scandinavian Airline Services have shrunk. We're growing in new markets like Stockholm. We've gone back into Billund and Denmark. We're doing more out of Helsinki, up in Finland. And our low-cost airline Buzz in the Central Eastern area is growing strongly in Poland and into other regions in those markets. So I think good opportunities. Just need to get over the other side of COVID, but we've got a very strong platform in place to grow over the next 5 years.